How's everybody doing? Thought I'd jump on there for a few minutes. A couple of people have asked me, what do I use for tench and bream? The rod I use, it's a Corin 12-foot all around, 1.5 pound test curve, right? Absolutely love this rod. I use a Shakespeare with it. Yeah, a Shakespeare reel. For now. But what else do I use? Well, I use the Corin method feeder. That's it there. And that's the pot for squishing your bait onto it. So you can also go on, that's the dare option. With the cheaper option, you can use these ones. Go on to Temu and you can get them ones, and you can get the heads. That's my son's, and you can get these parts for it as well. They work fine, just the same as well. Just a bit cheaper option for you. So what else do I use? Mikado hooks from Mikado. These I find these hooks are brilliant for catching tench and bream. I don't think I've caught a roach in them, no, just tench and bream I've caught. If you look back through some of my videos, you will see the tench and bream I have caught in them, and big ones at that as well. What else do I use? Well, wafters, brilliant also. They're really good for tench. They like them. I'd say bream like them as well. I've caught more of my bream on these ones. And I got these ones earlier on today because I'm going to get another session in soon, hopefully. We only have a few weeks really of tench and bream fishing. People say you can fish them up until October, but they really start dying back at the end of this month, September and stuff. They might be a little bit harder to catch, but that's okay because pike season's coming also. But I want to try and get another 1 or 2 sessions in with the tench and bream if I can. So these ones today, I got banana. Or no, sorry, that's hencher and hemp and gingerbread. And they're krill and squid. And you can get the bags of krill and squid as well to switch in to put onto your method feeder. I'll show you what kind of one of them bags are like. And this is the banoffee one. So there, and them little hooks, there's a little spike on the end of them hooks, you see? You stick one of them onto the end of it. And then you stick your method feeder up onto your line. And then one of them hooks you stick into the back of this, and you stick your line onto it as well. And then that goes into that. Your line goes through here and joins onto this thing when you pull this apart. I don't know what this is called, but there's a little thing, it just comes apart like that, and then you stick your line onto it. See, like that? You stick your line onto it, and you stick your hook line onto it, and it clips in there into that, and then you push it back in, and this is on your line. And yeah, your line comes through here, and then you just clip it back on like that, and then your hook's down here, and then you have one of these on the end on your hook, and then you fill that with bait. So I'm going to show you now what I use. Sunbaits, always use this, brilliant stuff. Put some into like a pot like that, put them in, tiny bit of water, just cover them with water, that's it. Leave them for about 5 or 10 minutes. And if you want, you can use them either. Rooster pellets, method feeder as well. Now you could use them for carp, but the tench and bream will take them as well. You can use them as well. You can mix the two of them together if you want. And then I use this, I put a bit of this seasons in, tenches. I love this stuff. This is brilliant stuff. This has nearly caught me all my tench. And then I can mix in other feeders like that, feeder bags like that from seasons, and they'll be bream ones, and some can be roach. You can mix them all in together, but I throw a bit of that into that bucket as well. And then when it's all kind of, you'll feel it, it'll kind of be a little bit, don't have it too wet, you know. And then just get your method feeder, fill that little pot, get your method feeder, put one of your wafters just on the top of it here, and squeeze it all together, and then squeeze it out, and then that's it, you're ready to go. Cast into the water wherever you think there's bubbles, or wherever you think there's fish holding up. Spots I go to, I know where they're normally hanging out. But anyway, if you cast it in there and try and figure out where they are, you won't be long catching one anyway. But I just thought, like, I'd come on and show you. If you go to the tackle shop, either up over the pet shop by Archie's place, you get that stuff. You get any of this stuff that I have, you get it there. Or if you go into Brian's tackle shop in the town, down by the post office, he'll have any of that stuff either. And yeah, he'd be gladly there to help you and all. I just thought I'd do this for someone that asked me on a comment, and I thought I'd do it for some of the lads if they don't know anything about it. If they're kind of new to this, which I've been asked questions on what to get and stuff like that. Well, there you go. You can do this with any rod, I suppose. But these rods that I have are built for that. So built for tench and bream and stuff. So if you go in, they'll gladly help you out. But for any of the lads that are doing the competition that we're running this Saturday here in Cavan, that's just little tips on where to go. And I would advise you to bring a measuring mat also, because whoever catches, we're going to measure it, take it by size and let it go straight away. That way where it's easier for us. We're not going to weigh by heavy bags or anything like that, of fish, or netted bags of fish or anything like that. We're just going to let it go straight away there and then. But and looking forward to the competition this Saturday. I won't be fishing myself, I'll be helping out the lads that are there, me and another lad. And we're so grateful to God that this is happening. And we'll give it a try out with the lads in the church first, and we'll see how it goes after that. And yeah, so that's great. But I just thought, like, so I just thought I'd jump on and share that little bit of a video, and I hope it helps you out. And yeah, if you have any more questions, you can email me. If you want me to meet up with you someday and go, if you're in the Cavan area, and go and show you how to fish them, I'd be glad to do that as well. Yeah, so I just thought I'd leave you, and I just thought I'd leave a verse today. I have a verse here on my pillow, and it just says, "Fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by name, you are mine." Isaiah 43 verse 1. You know, we have an amazing God, and he's our creator, and he's the one that created us. And when he tells us, you are mine, there's nothing else in this earth that owns us. It's God alone, through Jesus, when you trust in him. And he gives that new life in himself, moving forward. So I just thought I'd share that quick verse. I love that verse. I love the words of you are mine. You know, do you have a belonging in life? Do you know who you belong to? Do you know who your identity is in? You know, these are words that God says himself, that you are mine. You know, I wonder what you'll do with them words today. Isaiah 43 verse 1. And I'll talk to you, and God bless, and keep an eye out for the other videos and the ones that I've already made. And yeah, talk soon. This is how I set this up. So here we go. You put your method feeder on the line, put it on the line. There's a little plug that kind of goes into the back of this, and that's it here. Right? Kind of like a little bead. There's another little part that you pull out of the back of this bead. Take that out. get this, shove it onto the line along with this one, right? Let that onto the line. Get the other little part that goes into the bottom of the bead. Put that on here on your line. Hope you're able to see that. It's a bit small now, it's hard to do. Put your line through that little hole. See like that? I just do the fisherman's knot, tie a knot on it. I always wet it. Sometimes I forget. No, I don't always wet it, but sometimes I forget. Now you see that there? That's at the end. So there's your hook that you get from Mikado that I was showing you. You get these from Mikado. You know, there's a loop on the end of the line. These are done up and all right. These are the hooks with the little spike on it. Little loop. Stick your loop into the back of this, the bottom of where the bead is going to go back on. You'll see a little place for it there to stick it into it. It's hard to see now on this. Very hard to see in this. See like that? There it is. You clip that on and there's your hook length. You pull this back down, your bead, pull that back down the line over this little loop. See like that? Now it's all snug together. And then you can just pull the metal feeder down over it and it'll clip into your bead. Now I hope that's clear enough for you. And there you have it set like that, and there's your line and there's your rod. So you put your wafter on the end of that, your wafter, whatever you want to use, on the end of that spike, or fake sweet corn, Timu job, or the real stuff, you know. Mix your stuff in the mixer bag. I just got one of them off Timu, handy job. Put your stuff in that, and your feeder and all, mix it all up together. Don't put too much water in it. Just put a little tiny bit that it'll soak into it. And put some into this like I've already explained. And squash it onto there. Put your wafter, squash it in as well. And cast it out where you think there's bubbles, or else just cast it out where you think it's holding fish, or just try areas out. And if there's tension in the area, you won't be long getting one, you know. So I thought I'd do that while I'm setting up my rod for my next session. But yeah, God bless.